big is a good word to describe DK Metcalf. He hasn't really shown big time yet, but 5 years, 150 mil with the quarterback-less Steelers. How do you feel about this one?
Let's try to understand exactly who's the quarterback for Pittsburgh right now. It's Mason Rudolph. This was a swap, right? So obviously you got to talk about the trade first. From a trade perspective, Seattle doesn't do well here. I could barely give them a passing grade because I thought they could have gotten more than what they did. They got, a second round pick. And a late pick swap. I think they probably could have did a little better. He's with Pittsburgh. The Steelers, I did, quite well. Real concerns because there were injuries. Pickens is a super solid receiver, but then he got hurt, and then everything fell to pieces. To get Metcalf, I'm going to give Pittsburgh a B. All right, Metcalf, from what I read, he was ecstatic about the deal. He's very excited about, joining up with Coach Tomlin. He wants to be reunited with Russ. At this point, it's Mason Rudolph, Jacob, that's going to be the quarterback on week number 1, throwing to Metcalf and Pickens.
I'm giving Metcalf an A+ on this from a personal standpoint for him. Locked in a 5-year deal, goes to a team that perennially wins. I'm a little worried about the dynamic with Pickens. Pickens is a diva. He wants that number 1 role, and he's not going to get it. He's not better than DK Metcalf. I don't know exactly how I feel about DK Metcalf. He's kind of consistently underperformed how athletic he is. You see highlights of DK Metcalf, and he looks like he's the best receiver on the planet. He looks like he's the second coming of Calvin Johnson. You see his stats, he's got 67 receptions for 900 yards and 4 touchdowns, something like that. If you're getting $30 million a year, you should be the de facto number 1 on the team you just left. So I actually think for the Steelers, this is a little lower than a B. I think you don't have a quarterback. I think you're overpaying a guy to come in and be a cog in a position. Yeah, they need a receiver here, but they need a quarterback. I'm not as hyped on this as you are. I think from DK's perspective, it's great. DK Metcalf, you're a Steeler.